Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Mood Yoga YouTube channel. We're going to be doing some more chair yoga with everybody today, so get in your chair and let's get going. Before we get started today, I just wanted to thank everybody for your support. Make sure if you enjoyed the video to give it a like, a subscribe, all those YouTube things. Just trying to make some stuff happen for ourselves here. Oh, what is she doing? Oh, honey, no. Girl. Okay, let's do some actual yoga. All right, so we're going to start off today just in our nice seated posture. We've talked about this in all of our other videos. And we're going to do a little trunk twist here, but we're going to do a little variation. So we're going to raise our arms up, and we're going to give ourselves a nice turn at the trunk. Notice my feet are still firmly planted, and I'm only turning my upper body. This is going to give that nice good stretch across your sides and through your spine. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders nice and down as you do this. Keeping, again, ears over shoulders, over the hips, as you create this nice twist. And again, we're going to be holding these poses for a handful of breaths, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you need one breath, that is fine. If you need more than that, by all means, go ahead. Now we're going to come into a bit of a goddess type pose here. So we're going to spread our legs wide. I'm keeping my feet flat on the floor. And I'm going to give myself a slight bend forward here at the waist once I feel like I'm ready and I've activated firmly through the ground with my feet. As you can see, when I bend forward, I should be feeling a nice stretch across my inner legs, and you can see the good strong activation in my calf muscles as well here. Again, keeping a nice straight back as you bend forward, honoring where your body is and not going too far. Once you feel like you've had enough, we're going to inhale to come on up, back to our wide-legged seated posture. And then we're coming back into our regular seated pose here. And I'm going to go in to do some cactus arms. So I'm just bringing both my arms right up in front of me and looking into the palms of my hands. And I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to bring my arms out to the sides. Now, I'm using this pose as a bit of more of a chest opening. That is why my arms are a little bit lower. If you want a little bit more shoulder work, by all means, you can bring the elbows up in line with your shoulders as you're doing these kind of windshield wiper motions. But I wanted to get a nice, good opening of my heart while doing these arm stretches as well. So again, we're going to do a handful of these, and when we feel like we've had enough, we're going to bring the arms back down to our seated posture. And we're going to come into some of our leg and toe points. So you're going to inhale to bring the foot up and exhale to point the toe. Again, maintaining a nice posture in your back, trying not to sink down. I think I realized I was sitting a little bit awkward for my first leg. My second leg looks a little bit nicer. Again, that happens. Just try and make the adjustments as you're going, as you notice things might not feel 100% correct. Once you've had a good handful of these, we're going to bring our feet back together. We're going to come into some quick overhead side stretches here. Again, we did these the other week. Just a nice inhale to bring the arm up over your head, and an exhale to reach over and give your oblique a nice stretch. And I'm going to inhale to bring my arms up, and we're going to do some of these hand squeezes. I like to incorporate these, especially as a gamer. I'm constantly wanting to make sure that my hands are feeling good and operating in a way that is beneficial for me. So I try and do these at least once every single day, just because it truly makes me feel good. So I encourage you to do the same. And I'm going to do about 4 or 5 of those, and then I'm going to bring my arms back down to my nice seated posture. Take a nice inhale, bring my arms up, and I'm going to give a slight back bend here. And then I'm going to exhale to come back down. And I'm going to do a few of these here, just to give a nice little further stretch and elongation of my spine. And I'm about to turn to my side here so that you can see what this looks like from the profile. So again, we're going to inhale to bring the arms up. Just a slight bend of the back. I'm not going too far. And then coming back up forward. All right, now here's where things are going to get spicy. We're actually going to be standing up out of our chairs today. Who are we? We're new chair yoga lovelies. We're going to do a quick little forward fold. So we're going to inhale and bring the arms up over, and I'm going to bend down. I'm going to put my hands on the chair. And now I noticed that I wasn't aligned properly with my ankles to my knees to my hips, so that's why I decided to scoot that chair forward a little bit. And I'm just honoring again where my body is here, trying to keep a nice straight as possible back here before coming back up. We're going to come into a quick little tree pose here, so I'm going to turn my chair around to help me balance. Put one hand on my hip, and I'm going to bring one foot up just underneath my knee, and really focusing on my breath here. If you're still struggling for balance here, finding a point in front of you about 6 feet, slightly below eye level, will help. And by all means, if you come out of it, just bring your foot back up to where it was. And when you're ready, switch over to the other side. Keep a good alignment here through the bottom of your foot, all the way up through your spine, through the crown of your head. Thank y'all so much for coming today, and it was a pleasure doing yoga with you today. Let's go.